What's going on, guys? It's your boy 𝐴LLTIME. I'm back with another video. It's like 11 p.m. and by the title, yeah, I covered it, or I should have covered it in the video that's coming out in, well, actually tomorrow, but for you guys it'll already be out. This video will come out later, but it's been 2 months. It's been 2 months since my last Goodnight Punpun video. Man, hey guys, look, I take accountability. I've just been really busy, you know, and it's something that I spoke about in the video that should have already be out. A couple of the intros and my community posts, I've always talked about these not up and coming, but these past months. I've just been busy with personal life, my Hawaii vacation. Interestingly enough, I have a lot of the footage from my Hawaii trip that I want to share with you guys. So it'll most likely come out in the fall. I know it's pretty, I wanted to get it out this month, but I was kind of busy coming back too, regardless, you know, regardless of all of it, I still was busy. So, but I want to get it out. So that's going to come probably after. So it'll be the video that's already out, my new series Goku Rakugai, that's how you say it, I believe so, that series, and then my second part to Goodnight Punpun, maybe a possible JoJo Lance video within that month as well, along with the Hawaii video that I never got around to actually editing. But and by my last previous video, you guys know that I wanted to try to, you know, tackle things a little bit more differently, making these videos for you guys and try to be more, I would say, original with how I do things. Again, I feel like I am, but I won't get too deep into it now. You guys have heard the, you know, everything that I wanted to speak about. Like and subscribe. Just if you like the video, I'm cool with that. Leave comments. I love talking with you guys. How you guys felt about the video, criticisms, anything else like that. Another video where I will not be having the drawing. I know I didn't draw. I haven't been drawing for a little bit. I mean, I finished the shading for one of my drawings that I said that I was going to finish, and I did. So I'll probably put it on screen. But that was a drawing that I was working on, and it was fun making that. More concept fun art on my own time. Still trying to practice some things. I even get comments sometimes of you guys recommending advice for me and kind of like just giving me your guys' thoughts on it. I'm cool with it. Like keep doing that. It's fire. So. And as for the Discord, still working on it, and other things too will come. I'm done talking. It's been like 3 minutes. 2 months, guys, I know, but we're back, and I want to continue doing this along with other stuff as well. So hopefully you guys can stick around for that. I'll see you guys. It's been a long time, but we're gonna get back into it, into some Goodnight Punpun. 11. Kagoshima. Well, it costs about 30 or 40,000 for a plane ticket, and on the bullet train it'd be a bit less than 30,000, though it'd take most of the day. What, walking? No way. Who are you? Tadatoka Ino? Punpun was experiencing a new feeling for the first time. Desperation. Dad, wasn't your new job supposed to start today? Shut up, I don't need to work for that kind of chump change. I got savings. Quit putting up a front. You make mom do all the work, and you're proud of that, huh? You ran out of it all again, didn't you? And what do you think you're doing with that? Wondering what kind of effect it would have to beat the crap out of a worthless drunk? Won't do nothing. Only thing it'll do is ruin your life. Come on, Dad, just reopen the store. Honey, stop drawing those stupid disgusting pictures and go run an errand. Oh, why are you laughing at me? Mama's never been so humiliated. Bye-bye, have a goodie go. Oh, wow, sweet. Good day, Shimi. How have you been? What's the matter? That Kamehameha you taught me didn't work. Shimi, have you ever listened to what I said? When did I ever mention a Kamehameha? Now close your eyes. I have just given you wisdom and strength. Are they for hurting people? Are they for destroying things? If you use them in the right way, you can do anything. Shimizu. What the hell are you doing? Guess what? The god of poop just said I can do anything. How long are you gonna keep saying dumb shit like that? I've known you ever since your kindergarten now. You need to grow up sooner, or... Hey, will you lend me some money? I'm kind of in a pinch right now. Don't listen to me, you idiot. Oh, Punpun. Harumi Punpun's kinda late. Whatever, you know Komatsu. I've been wondering about the same thing. What? The video we watched with the PFs at Punpun's house. Oh, you mean that fat old lady? No, not her. The factory with the weird guy that he mentioned. Oh, and the money to match our courage? So, Komatsu, what if there's $1,000,000 yen? What would you do with it? But I don't know where the miso factory is. Exactly, that's the problem. I know where it is. You want me to take you? When did you get here, Seki? Oh, Shimi's here too. But I thought you said it was a prank, Seki. Suddenly, points formed a line in Punpun's brain. Miso factory, cocoa pies, homework, money, Kagoshima, I need to pee. What's up? Are you down for an adventure, Punpun? It's settled then, let's go. Look, I still think it's a bunch of bullcrap the guy made up. I just want to show you guys that life doesn't work that way. Usually when there's one chapter, I try not to at least give too much of my thoughts just because it's only one. But the tone, I mean, first of all, I was right about the fact that there was going to be a factory arc. I just don't think it's going to be like a main arc for a while. Maybe it will be. But one thing that I've always said about Punpun, probably in my first video, I believe I said something like this, is that the toning in which the panels are and just the feeling that I get reading it, it just makes me feel very like I don't know how to describe it. It just puts me in a place or puts me in a mindset that almost makes me feel uncomfortable, but like at the same time comfortable. So I like the characters and I really like Punpun. It's kind of almost sad the fact that he's drawn differently compared to everybody, and how he's not necessarily. I mean, he's not. I wouldn't even say he's treated differently by these kids. They treat him the same, but you know that could very well change. But so far, I like it. I felt like I had to say that, and intervene. But here we go. Next chapter, guys. Chapter 12. Punpun entrusted all of his hopes to the miso factory, as long as he could find the money in the miso factory. Yeah, but even if we find the money, there's still dead bodies there, right? If we find them, then the police will get involved. Yeah, and didn't he say something about leaking it to the media? What's leaking? Then 𝐚𝐽𝐾 would kill me. Hey, it's the boys. What are you doing here? It's 𝐚𝐽𝐾. What? Who cares what we're doing? You girls should shut up and mind your own business. What is that supposed to mean? You're doing something you shouldn't be doing. No, it doesn't. It's just a test of courage. We're gonna go look for ghosts. Ooh, la la, you guys are so childish. We're going on a Tanabata festival. Oh, well, aren't you so special? I think I'd rather go on the test of courage. What? How come, 𝐚𝐽𝐾? We said we buy some 𝐶𝐚𝐫𝐞 paper fans. I can come along, right, Punpun? Nope, sorry, no girls. It's gonna be a really hardcore ghost hunt. I wasn't talking to you. Oh, dude, wait. That's where the bus panel comes from. Oh, that's in the intro. That's kind of cute though, man. Look at the nature here too. Look at that. Oh, favorite panel so far. Y'all know I gotta say stuff like this. Wow, that's cool. That's where the panel comes from. Okay, that's cute, man. We have to walk from here. It's pretty quick if we use the shortcut though. Seki, I was wondering, how come you know all about this miso factory if it's so far away? I used to play around here by myself a lot. Tanaka might not know since he just moved here. You guys know how my family has that lunch shop? The owner of the miso factory was friends with my dad or something like that. I'd get taken along by my dad and pick up some supplies on the weekend. Well, once the factory went under, it took out our shop too, basically. I don't really care if there's money at the factory or not. I just want to see if it's true. I hate people who lie. Is that a bad question to ask? Shh. We gotta climb this. Man, this panel, man, it reminds me of my childhood a little bit. It's like y'all just be going on adventures, man. You know what I mean? And it's like, I remember having like that group of like guy friends, and then the girls would come over and be like, what are y'all doing? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, why are the girls here? Or like some of my old friends used to be like that when we were like little kids. So, and that one tomboy girl that's like, oh, I want to come, you know, it's I don't know if anybody can find, I don't know if anybody finds this sequence relatable at all, like not this specific panel that I'm looking at, but I have my screen flipped around now, but just the entire like childhood. Let me know if you guys like if this is anywhere near relatable to you guys. Like, I would hope so. This is peak childhood right here. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Touchdown. Bro, I'm scared, man. Nah, man. I mean, this manga ain't gonna like, it ain't gonna like do something dangerous to the youth, you know what I'm saying? I hope not. That would be really sad if that was the case. Whoa, it's huge and it's so quiet. This might be scarier than I thought. Whoa, you guys come here. Shh. Is this blood? I hear something. Suddenly Punpun noticed a very dreadful fact. I really need to pee. Someone's coming. Desperation mounts in volume 2. So this is like a oh boy, and it's like you have God here. What did he say? What about Punpun's pee? The most important of all, and is it really a great fortune hidden in there? Dude, this is funny. I love the widespread here. Oh, it seems like we got a little bit of a color spread here. Okay, we're gonna check this out. I'm gonna flip my camera around and we'll kind of like look at this real quick. So yeah, we got a Young Sunday comics here. Goodnight Punpun volume 2. It's blue now, so I might use this for my I might use this for my story. But yeah, it seems like we're in volume 2 now, chapter 2. We back into it with the factory arc. I'll see you guys if there's actually ghosts in there or not. At this point, Punpun noticed something extremely pressing. Someone's coming. He really needed to pee. Punpun was rapidly losing his grasp on the situation. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing in here? Punpun backpedaled at full speed. You're just kids. Sorry about that. Lots of times the punks used this as a place to shackle up, which pisses me off. This time I was about to give them a piece of my mind. What are you so freaked about? Chill. Yeah, there was a no trespassing sign, but I never seen anyone in there before. Then what are you doing here then? Me? Oh, nothing. I've been coming here forever. Well, I was actually asking about the blood. Oh, this is just my dad. He's been a bit violent, you see. Don't mind it. This always happens. Well, anyways, feel free to play here, but don't mess the place up, okay? This is kind of a special place for me, you know? Oh, and one more thing. Make sure you leave before sunset, alright? There's a lot of rusty metal scraps around the place, and it's dangerous. Not to mention the guy who used to own this place ran into financial trouble years back and committed suicide by fire. Might run into his toasty ghost. Ghosty. Have fun then, and knock yourselves out. What the heck is up with her? To be honest, Punpun couldn't wait to get as far away from this place as he could, but he looked for the body and the money along with everyone else. Hey Haryumi, what's scarier, a zombie or a ghost? Both. Both isn't an answer, which one? Both. Okay. Which is scarier for you, Seki? Shut up, you idiots. Neither one of these things exists. Punpun was dreadfully afraid of both zombies and ghosts, but he thought this was the case where he ought to be brave. This was because he had to take 𝐚 to Kagoshima. It was a promise, a life or death promise. If 𝐚 really wanted it, he had no choice but to make sure that it happened, thought Punpun. No luck at all. Maybe the guy made it all up. This is an emergency. Punpun screamed inside of his head. Haryumi, I thought it was supposed to be a test of courage. What are you looking for? Huh? Uh-oh. Don't sweat it. It's not really that important. I had a pretty good time today. I think I'm happy with what I accomplished. You know, we should come here more often. We could bring in one of our toy guns and play Resident Evil. Maybe during summer vacation. Huh? Well, the truth is, my family's moving as soon as the second semester starts. Aw, no, one of the kids in the group is moving. Ah, you know what's crazy? Guys, in my friend group as a kid, I was that kid, you know? Like, I never thought I was gonna be that kid until it happened. And then my family and me, we were moving. And my friends were like, no, and we thought we were gonna lose contact. And to this day, we're all best friends. You guys know who you are if you guys are watching this. Haryuman? What? You're moving away, Haryuman? Yeah. But hey, it's only on to the next city over. That's way closer than America. And if I want to see you, I can come by anytime. Yeah. Oh, right. I still have some corn cones left from the bus trip. You guys want them? I bet you do. Crap. Already stale. This is the last building here. If we find the 1 million yen, we should ask Haryuman's mom not to move. Really? Did you see that guy that walked through there? Shimizu, I don't want to hear that crap from you today. Seki, do you really think that this might have been the owner? You know, give it a rest. Don't tell me you believe this idiot's lies. You know how I know? She was a woman. Ooh, the panels here. The arc intensifies. One of the squad members is leaving. No. It might be a make it or break it. I don't know. I will say, I know that in this manga there is a time skip. I don't know when it happens. I'm probably so far. Or maybe I'm close. I don't really know. But hopefully when the time skip happens, we get to see the older kids. That would be really cool. That would be really, really cool. Overall thoughts, I love the tone. I'm going to keep saying that. You guys, it's going to be like a repetitive, I'm going to be like a broken record with you guys. I like the tone. The art is just amazing. Like, genuinely amazing. And it's been a while since this manga's hit it with creepy faces, so we're probably going to get some creepy faces. So, I'll see you guys in the next chapter. I have more to say, more to talk about as we continue. I'll intervene if I have to. But, so far, how y'all feeling about the factory arc so far? I don't know. We still got to find that 1 million yen and ghosts. Hey kid, want to come over here and play with some old guys? Chapter 14. Don't bother calling to him. He acts tough, but he's really shy. Just like his pop. Hey Masumi, we're going now. Well, thanks again, Mr. President. See you tomorrow. Oh no, don't you start with that Mr. President nonsense. I thought we were closer than that. Or are you trying to look dignified in front of your son? Hey ma'am, what? Well, if you still want to come buy lunches from us, even after I take over the store for my dad, of course, I swear to God. You promised. Nothing here either. Why don't we just give it up already? You can go and get on top of the roof with the veranda. Really? Come on, Seki, let's check. What are you doing, Seki? You'll start a fire. So what? Who's gonna care if this place goes up? A lot of people. That's not a good idea. Why are you being so weird today? Well, I wouldn't really have expected you to understand. Wasting away your days laughing and farting around. It's all just a bunch of stupid crap, you know that? Sorry. Shall we go now? Yeah. I was hoping we could at least have fun today. I said I was sorry. What's up, Shimi? You've been staring at something again. Can you take it easy with that stuff today? It's... not... Are you serious? Oh god, it's real. Holy crap, holy shit, holy balls. My feet. 𝐴𝐼𝐶, Punpun, then... Bro, what's happening? No! No, bro, come on. What? It happened so fast. Dude, is she okay? That's a metal pipe. Is she... Stop, man. I'm not gonna freak out, man. I'm gonna crash out is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna crash, man. 𝐼𝐼𝐶? Hey, Haruman, didn't we just pass this way already? I don't know. I'm just running around at random. Where the heck are we? Great, it's a dead end. What'll we do? What'll we do? Well, we can't just go back. That thingy's in the thing. I'm telling you, Shumi, you can't just do a Kamehameha. No way. That opens? Hurry, hurry, come on, Shumi, move. I don't see Punpun or 𝐼𝐼𝐶. Uh-oh. I'm gonna go look for them. All that in one? And they're just running. I mean, it's kids though, but like, dude. What? I mean, they're obviously gonna be okay. I think. Oh my god. I hope something... Oh, I hope something bad doesn't happen, man. It's like I kind of called it, but I didn't really know. I'm saying nothing of substance. I mean, this is just like my initial thoughts, guys, you know, and every time I do these manga videos, it always motivates me to want to draw more. But wow, like these chapters do feel short, but I don't know if it's because Goodnight Punpun was a weekly serialization. I don't know if it was monthly or not, but these chapters do feel short. So we'll do 10. We'll do 10, just like last time. I think last video I did either 10, 12, or 15. I don't remember, but I think I did 10. So we'll probably do 10 for this one as well. Chapter 15. Haruman, should we call a policeman or something? What's a policeman gonna do against a ghost? I need to know. We need an exorcist. Look for an exorcist, Komatsu. Where? The man came closer, closer, closer. So very, very slowly. It was hard to tell how much time had passed. Punpun had a keen feeling that the man was going to speak to him. And then Punpun remembered something dreadful, the most horrible thing of all. I have to take a ferocious pee. It won't open. What am I doing? I'm totally useless. After all I said, I'm the most worthless of them all of them. Who just blew up the building? Like, what? Unless that girl did it, maybe. Like, unless the girl maybe tried to kill them. So, I don't know, though. I said, is there an exorcist around here? What? Haruman, did you hear a weird noise coming from that direction?
Really gonna keep it going, knowing what's gonna happen next. Unknown, can't keep my eyes closed, man, it's cool.
Anyone. Punpun honestly had no idea what was happening, and on that thought, he could easily die on this very spot, left his mind entirely blank. But that man's slight cracked voice reached his ears perfectly. He had reached his limit. I'm only guessing he peed himself. Wow, these chapters do feel very short. Wow, he might do more than 10. But I'm guessing he peed himself. And I feel like, guys, a lot of the flashing of the panels and like the weird abstractness, or is a better word for that. I feel like it's like a portrayal of the kids' imagination, you know, the kids' perspective. And if that's the case, I think that's really, really cool. I had a feeling that was the case ever since the beginning. Like the moment Punpun saw that very saturated and blown up picture of God or the person following him, I always felt like that was like I thought maybe that was an art style thing, or maybe that was like a symbolic thing that wasn't really like their imagination perspective type of thing. But then as I'm reading more of it, we're on chapter 16 now, I'm starting to believe that. I'm starting to kind of feel confident in that I'm not gonna say theory, but it's a theory for now, but it might not ever get explained, but I'm pretty sure it's implied that that's like a figment of their imaginations. It's their creativity, you know, because they're young. So, and I'm guessing Punpun peed himself. There was so much stuff happening in that short sequence. The building blew up. As for how, we don't know how. Is that really a person that faced Punpun and unconscious 𝐴𝐼𝐾? Like, we might do more than 10, guys, just because these feel very short. So I'll see you guys in chapter 16. Not much to say for now, but we'll continue. Chapter 16. Punpun found himself slowly traversing the memories scattered about here and there that made up his very short life. Okay, Punpun, but if you break this promise, if you betray me again, I really will kill you. This is no god. Then I love you too. I believe you then. You wouldn't lie, would you, Punpun? I don't understand. Hey, I don't understand. A series of 10 butt sluts in Shibuya. Punpun, I've got bad news. A robber snuck into our house. Punpun, I'm telling the truth. A robber really did sneak into our house. You believe me, don't you? Yo, that eye really freaked me out. Oh my gosh. I'm guessing that's not the end of it, but that eye freaked me out. Guess what? In a few years, the oil will run out, and the environment will collapse, and we won't be able to live on Earth anymore. So we'll have to colonize other stars, or humanity will go extinct. Will you repeat that for me? They're letting me go after this month. I guess I'm okay with that. I was almost getting overworked anyway. You're okay with it? What about your salary? We're barely begun to pay off the mortgage. Nah, I'll find a new job right away. This is an opportunity to strengthen the bonds of our family. Don't spit that garbage at me with the beer in your breath. It was a failure. I knew this marriage would be a failure. I shouldn't have had a baby. I should have enjoyed life of freedom. Driver, take us to the ocean, wherever. Come on, lady, where are you going at this late at night? You ain't gonna drown yourself, are you, with the kid? I mean, I'm just kidding, man. I'm sorry, driver. Take us back after all. See, Punpun? We're practically one in body and mind. But if you can be second best friends if you want, you can be second best friends with us. We're already best friends. Punyama? We're short on people. Wanna play with us? Punpun. Thank goodness I found you. I was looking for you everywhere. You're not supposed to wander off so far on your own. Papa and Mama are going to go crazy looking for you two. Hello, officer. Sorry about all the trouble. I'm this little fella's uncle. He chased a shooting star this way. I see. Yes, he's a little prone to mischief like that. Poor guy. Just won't stop crying, huh? Well, shucks. Yes, yes, I know we were lonely. It's hard being all alone. Oh, I know. Let me tell you a little secret, Punpun. Did you know that God is always at the side of good little boys like you? If you're ever lonely, just recite this spell just like this. Dear God, twinkle twinkle, hoy. Yowdy, Punpun, yowdy. God had a strangely serious look on his face as he spoke to Punpun. You know what I think, Punpun? There's a loneliness that's part of living as a human being that you can never get rid of. If, no matter how much people seek or hurt each other, they can never find fully understanding with one another, then they are supposed to believe it, you know? Well, that's all, Punpun. Hope you stop by again sometime. What are you thinking about, Papa? About how long a trip has been for us. The good, the bad, the stupid, the important stuff I've forgotten. But the long and short stuff of it is, I just can't believe I got my own house. Oh, don't be silly, Papa. It's because you've worked so hard. 6 million yen down payment, and by the time 25 years mortgage, it's paid off. The kid will be fully a grown man. Time to keep up my sights on paying off that loan. Oh, you're such a hardworking, trustworthy man. When I was in my 20s, I thought of owning my own house was the goal line of my life. Turns out, it was just a checkpoint. Let's build a happy family together. Just the three of us, you know? Yeah. Dang, man. I kind of didn't really want to. I kind of really didn't want to interject there. Yeah, man. That was a good chapter. Yeah, that was good. It's hard for me to even give such nuanced thoughts in the moment. You know what I mean? A lot of it was Punpun's memories, obviously. But yeah, I really feel like we're getting this story through his perspective. I know that's like common sense. He's the protagonist, right? He's the protagonist aside from Aiko. But it's like we really like it seems like within this manga they're really pushing for that sentiment that we are in the perspective, like so much so that it's like the memories we're starting to unfold and see them. We're starting to like actually see them again. I feel like we got a flashback before the explanation, or no, we got a flashback of the memories. So like for example, when the father was putting his hands on Punpun's mother, we got it a second time, and I think this is the third time. This could be the second time, but we got a reiteration of it again, except it was more specific. We saw his bloodshot eye. That kind of creeped me out. Excuse me, guys. And then we started to see when his uncle told him about the praying to God and God speaking to him, and it's like they're not even really showing us the depression of Punpun, or like if he was depressed or if he was. It's maybe he was too young to know, and maybe as he gets older he'll know, but it's rather not telling us through the text bubbles, but rather just telling us through the pictures, if you guys know what I mean. Like that's as simple as I can say. It's the imagery that's kind of hitting for me personally. But favorite chapter, I'm gonna keep saying that until a better one comes. Favorite chapter so far, that was really good. Chapter 17. Wow, look at the time. Why is Punpun so late? Oh dear, look what's happened. The sun setting red, running down a country road, not a soul in sight. And it's freaking laundry hanging out there in the rain. Oh, forget it. I'm taking a nap. Good night. Dude, the art. You guys see this? Like, look at this, man. I had to... We'll lock in for more, but that was really cool. Well, awesome art. Truly amazing art. Punpun? Punpun! Oh good, you're awake. Can you stand up, Punpun? I didn't know what I'd do if you never got up again. I'm so glad. So glad. Hey! Over here, guys. Thank goodness you guys are alright. Allow me to introduce this guy who was just happening by. Mr. Kiyomoto, the exorcist. There are vengeful spirits haunting this premises. The terror. Okay, let's go home now. Seki, it's okay, I can walk now. Ouch. Come on, don't push your luck. You know, a whole lot of stuff happened today. It's a good thing that the rain came when it did, though. It's the god of poop was right when I tried to do something good. The rain came down and it helped us. Shimizu. But even Punpun had an inkling of the truth. He would be unable to fulfill his promise to Aiko. Just this thought threatened to bring Punpun to tears. Man. Damn, man. This is the panel. Oh my gosh. Again, I don't care if y'all get tired of it, because I'm gonna keep saying it. The art, man. Wow. And not even just that, but the build up here. I'll even scroll up, guys. Normally I do this during the discussion here. Like, look at this sequencing here, and then I didn't expect that, and then we just got this. Oh my gosh. Wow. Dang, it almost brought me to tears, man. Like, that was so amazing. And she was holding Punpun's hand. Oh, that was... Oh my gosh, that was awesome. That was so awesome. Oh, that was awesome. I don't know why. It filled me with like a feeling of sadness and happiness. Just kid stuff, you know? It's like when you're kids, like, these are the core memories you guys create together. You guys know what I mean? Like, I know that y'all used to be kids once, man. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the memories, and it's those core things that you don't know that were good until obviously you're older, you know. And this hits home, right? That is so cool. Just a couple of kids going on an adventure, like, it doesn't get better than that, really. But Aiko's hands were so warm and so soft and still so tiny that Punpun could only squeeze it tightly. For some reason, Punpun found himself hoping that he would someday see this night sky brimming with stars once again. Okay, that triumphed over everything. Obviously now, favorite chapter. That was genuinely my favorite chapter of this entire video. That was really good. Like even when I was reading it the whole time, it just somehow got more somber-ish, but for the most part, like, hopeful, happy. I wonder why Punpun said that at the end too, that he didn't feel like he would be able to fulfill her wish, you know, or her promise. So we'll sort of continue. Again, usually within these intermissions I have a lot more substance to talk about, but with these hard-hitting chapters, man, and with it being so short, it's kind of difficult too. So I think mainly for the end of the video, despite the number of chapters we read, I'll try to make the discussion entertaining for you guys, and we'll talk more about some theories, ideas, going over the chapters, how I felt, everything about it as as we normally do. So we'll roll up next chapter. Man, that was so good, man. That was great. Early morning on the 9th, a man turned himself in at the XX police station saying that he had killed his family. And after investigation, the bodies of the 3 men and women were discovered several months into decomposition at the abandoned miso factory within the city. My goodness, I know that place. It's just at the end of K Street. Oh, that big factory that went and gone under? Nurse, is there any way to improve the picture on the TV? The suspect claimed that he had got into an argument about jobs that became heated and ended in murder. Signs of a recent fire were also discovered, and a possible connection to the murderers is being investigated. Please, Miss Punyama, you can't go walking around as you please, and smoking is prohibited except in designated smoking areas within the hospital. Well, I'm not causing trouble for anyone else. Okay, I admit it. I do really like this view from this spot. You're getting out tomorrow. I'm sure your son will be very excited. Psh, like I care. I hate kids, and I don't want to go back. I'm adrift. There's no place for me to go anymore. Oh, come now. There's no use being so pessimistic, is there? You're such a nice and serious young lady. If I was a young man, I'd be giving it to you hard. It's a wonderful thing to be young. Aren't you getting laid? I don't have a boyfriend. Well, don't hold out on yourself and go on and get some self-action, girl. You gotta wear that 𝐞𝐲 out. I will look into that. Punpun was seriously stressing out. Punpun even felt kind of self-righteous and angry at himself because he couldn't manage to do anything but stress out. Yet he knew that stressing out wouldn't solve anything. Pretty soon 𝐴𝐼𝐼 is going to kill me. Okay kids, tomorrow is the start of summer vacation that you've been waiting for. It's fine to enjoy the summer to the fullest, but don't forget the most important thing. Only death awaits those who fail to complete their homework. I have one more very important thing to tell you all. 𝐴𝐼𝐼, up in the front. Yes, teacher. This was originally scheduled to happen in the second semester, but at his parents' request, 𝐴𝐼𝐼 is moving to a nearby town immediately. You may say your farewells to the class, 𝐴𝐼𝐼. Thanks for everything. The place we're moving to is awesome. There's 3 floors, has a garage and storage space under the floor, and I get my own room. You're lucky, you won't need to sneak around in order to have a PFs. Oh yeah, it's on for real, all day every day. I mean, our PFs are still eternal, you know. Yeah, but you know, it sucks having to share a room with your older sister in an apartment complex. I was really excited when Dad was saying that we were going to get our own house. I don't know. I don't feel that excited anymore though. Sorry, wait right here. Zoom! So, you know how it's better to have less stuff when you move? I remember how much Punpun wanted a 6-speed bike. And Komatsu, you really wanted a PlayStation, but all I can give you for now is this. I'm not really sure what to say at a moment like this. Let's hang out again sometime. But by the next time we see each other, I'll find out some real uncensored porn. Later, guys. Man, that goodbye hit, man. I know he said something stupid, but damn, that hit. Then we'll see each other again. This ain't the end, man. It ain't the end. I guarantee we'll see them again. It's so obvious we will. Whether it's going to be tragic or happy or melancholy, we'll see him again. I hope it's actually happy though, you know? That's sad. It's always like stuff, it's about as simple as we'll see him next chapter or we'll see him in 100 chapters. So I hope we see him again. That's, you know. Ah, man. Punpun was feeling so very, very lonely. To be honest, he didn't even care that much about his promise to 𝐴𝐼𝐼 anymore. How are kids supposed to get to a faraway place like Kagoshima? It's impossible. And who kills someone over a broken promise? Maybe 𝐴𝐼𝐼's actually really dumb. All Punpun could do was laugh. He couldn't help himself. It all seemed so funny. If you betray me, I'll kill you. Maybe a 6-gear bike could get us to Kagoshima. Mr. Punyama, time to check your temp... She's not here. Excuse me, have you seen Mr. Punyama? I bet she's out having another smoke. I swear that woman is more trouble than she's worth. No, dude, no. No, man, I don't want to flip this. Oh, okay, the chapter ends. No, dude, no, please, please. Please, don't. We're like nearing the end. Don't. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking yet. I'm not. Actually, I will. Did she take her life, man? I hope not. Oh my gosh. Please. I mean, she's not even that. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know, man. I hope not. Let's go. Let's just hurry up. Chapter 19. Hello? Onodera, I mean, Punyama's residence. Ah, of course. Yes, from the hospital. Punpun. Hey, Punpun. Oh, there you are. You rascal. If you're gonna go out and play, at least tell me first. But what am I saying? This is an emergency. My sister. Your mom fell from the emergency staircase at the hospital. We're in a hurry. Driver, use your mushroom dash. In that case, I'll take you around the Citizens Hall. The direct way there is jammed for this time of day. Whatever, use the triple mushrooms. So Punpun was half forced into the taxi. I can't believe that idiot. But to be truthful, Punpun was somewhat relieved. She always been a difficult person, you know, emotionally unstable maybe, or just plain eccentric. Like, you know, when she was nearing her 20s and she was all over the world wandering from place to place. I mean, after all, Punpun was naturally terrified of the thought of trying to get all the way to Kagoshima with 𝐴𝐼𝐼. She was practically homeless. She even dropped out of college to do it. She called it a trip to find freedom and happiness and whatnot. but to me, it sounded like she was just wanting to run away from it all. You know what I think about real freedom? It comes at the price of being prepared to give up everything you have. Plus, 𝐴𝐽 just had to be terrified at the idea as well. But I don't think that's true happiness is found at the end of that sort of freedom. That's because happiness is a momentary concept, not a perpetual one. Punpun fervently hoped that 𝐴𝐽 had gotten cold feet, and that she wouldn't be waiting for him at the meeting place. People always spend their lives lost, looking for the truth that doesn't exist. Maybe at this very moment 𝐴𝐽 was trembling too, nibbling on a choco pie at home, in which case, how undependable would she be? Punpun slowly grew more and more sure of himself. That's why I'm always so damn sad. All I can do is lament at what greedy and weak creatures human beings are. Oh 𝐴𝐽, what's that? You're just a sniveling weakling too? Neener? Punpun nearly grew excited at the prospect of hurling this taunt to the next time they met. Humans are nothing but Alright sister, let me get one thing off my chest first. Are you fucking around with us? Oh shut up, it's not like I jumped. My hand just slipped is all. Oh, your hand just slipped and you fell down 3 stories. That's really impressive, you know. Fine, my foot slipped. Then, very convincing, yes. Anyway, they said that you're still being discharged from the hospital tomorrow. As scheduled, you'll be fine if you'll just be coming home for checkups and for fractures. Anyway, they said you'll be discharged from the hospital tomorrow as scheduled. You'll be fine if you just be coming in for checkups and the fracture. I'm going to stay in the house a little while longer because I don't feel entirely comfortable leaving Punpun alone with you right now. Oh wonderful, seeing as my hand is broken, can I assume you'll be taking over all the household chores? Apparently the corrugated roof over the parking lot miraculously spared you of any further injury, which is about the most meaningless miracle I could have ever heard of. Well, look at Mr. Chaster. What's wrong, honey? Punpun wished that the world would simply blow up at that moment. He couldn't really go to 𝐴𝐽, man, because his mom did something like that to herself, and she was waiting. I'm guessing 𝐴𝐽 was waiting for him. I wonder if she saw him in the car while his uncle was venting about his frustration towards people and his perspective towards humans. He's always talked about this. I would say my favorite character of this manga so far is probably, but aside from Punpun, of the adults is obviously the uncle. I think the uncle's my favorite character so far, but he's not perfect at all. A lot of these characters aren't perfect whatsoever, but we just got another a sort of hint or glimpse into Punpun's feelings, his emotions. It's so interesting seeing such detailed people and then just seeing Punpun's family just depicted in such a way. Again, there obviously is a reason as to why they were depicted this way. Again, as to why we'll figure that out or when we'll figure that out, I'm not entirely sure, but that is, oh my gosh, these chapters are just getting better and better. It's every single one. I feel bad for Punpun just because of obviously his upbringing, but I wish he got to see 𝐴𝐽. She said, "I'll kill you if you don't show up," and he didn't show. Hopefully I didn't misinterpret that scene. I thought, okay, so she did live. The mom isn't good either. None of them are, so except for the uncle, you know. And Punpun said, "I wish the world would just blow up already." I feel so bad for him, man. Like, it's a very real thing though. Like, there's plenty of kids out there who has families or upbringings like that of a such, so it's just pretty real. Whether it's common or not, you know, it's just a matter of it being real. Like, it's a very real thing, so. Alright guys, we're on chapter 20 now. Let's continue. Chapter 20. I'm home. Punpun, are you there? So you are here. I said I'm home. Say something. What? Stop looking at me like that. What? Just what is it with that child? I'm not even sure, but he's been like that since yesterday. Punpun was deep. deep in pain. He thought it was all over for him. Do you feel better after throwing a fit? God loves seeing such a pitiful Punyama. Not at all. He felt awful. Please donate any unneeded items you have. Or maybe she was still crying. Punpun was feeling so very awful, and he wondered how 𝐚𝐼𝐞 was feeling right now. Punpun thought that such a terrible person like him would be better off dead. Then that part of the contract to pay the remainder of the loan, let's give the ownership of this house to my sister. And hey, is it alright if I turn on the TV? Hey Punpun, you got a call from Komatsu. Punpun was always kind of like that since he was little, but I wonder if he'll be alright. Second semester's starting tomorrow, isn't it? It's fine. He's still eating properly. You know, I think it's about time I look for a job. Oh well, aren't you admirable? Do you want to help out with the mortgage? No, well, it's just that after looking after you two, I want to get myself back on track, at the very least. And so, summer vacation already came to an end. And on the first day back, 𝐼𝐼𝐞 was there, at school as usual. Hey Punpun, what did you do over summer break? You never picked up the phone. I'm gonna go to the washroom. Punpun, hey, don't you think Punpun looks kinda like Johnny? Or maybe you should try going to the junior idol audition. Wouldn't it be super cool if someone from our class was famous? Hey 𝐼𝐼𝐞, don't you think Punpun looks sort of like Johnny? Maybe. 𝐼𝐼𝐞, talk to each other. No, as they didn't talk all summer break. No, that's like 3 months. I don't know how it is in Japan, but no. Oh my god. Alright, let's continue. Let me stop being stupid. Okay. Everyone please take your seats. I know it's just the start of the second semester, but I have another friend to introduce to you all. I'm from Suginami. My name 𝐼𝐼𝐞. Just kill me. As long as 𝐼𝐼𝐞 wished for it, Punpun was ready for any kind of punishment. Well, now that we have our new student, let's have a test for the first period. Just kidding. Now, do it. Hurry up and do what you will to me. Why are you following me around? If you have something you want to say, then how about you just say it? I don't want to die. I'm sorry. And even so, Punpun still loved 𝐼𝐼𝐞. But no matter how much he cried, he was still all alone on this earth. No, guys. We were recording for like an hour. Like, no, bro, come on. You can't do that. What? And I'm looking at the next chapter. She's not even there anymore. What are we talking about? No. Oh. We'll save it for next one, guys. We'll save it for next. Just 10 chapters this time around. Nah, I don't want to do too much. I believe that was 10 anyways. Bro, what? Alright, let me not be stupid. So the biggest thing that I look forward to before we even get into the discussions of the chapter, something I just want to get off my chest immediately, is I wonder what 𝐼𝐼𝐞 and Punpun's relationship is going to be moving forward. The reason why I say that, guys, is because again, you have to keep this in mind, right? Excuse me. If you guys are a fan of anime or manga, which I assume you guys are, excuse me, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen many romances or rom-coms or slice of life rom-coms. I mean, they all they don't really fit under the same category, but a lot of them tend to have significant or not significant but similar tropes that used to be significant, you know, but it's significant to them. But they would have romance tropes where it's like you can sort of maybe guess what could happen, or who might end up with who, or how the love story fold. I know that Punpun isn't directly a love story. I know this isn't, you know, I don't know if this falls under romance. I don't think it does. I know it falls under a lot more other stuff. That's why I wanted to cover it. But my point is that these characters feel too real. They don't feel like the typical anime trope like characters or manga like characters, and that's what has me really excited but also very scared, because again, if you guys know, it's common sense, right? I don't know if you guys know about an anime film. I believe it's called A Couple Centimeters Away or A Couple Millimeters Away. It basically dives deep into two people who grow up with each other, fall in love, but eventually fall out. And it's a very real thing. It's a very real it's a very real circumstance. And I say that and I bring it up because it's I don't know if anybody specifically is going to die in this manga. It doesn't seem like they're diving too deep into death. I mean, the only types of death that we've gotten so far is like the TV talking about the murders, and you know, I'm not saying that this manga is afraid to show blood. They clearly have shown blood, but I'm saying I don't know how much they're going to dive deep into that. Again, there's no supernatural. Okay, well, supernatural is a light word. It's more like the figment imaginations of the kids here, but there's no supernatural elements, no, like, you guys know what I mean? It's all psychological, physical representation of what we see on the panels here. The minds of the kids, the minds of Punpun, the minds of these adults, and the way that we see the world is probably through Punpun's eyes. I'm gonna go back to some popular moments that I want to talk about, because overall, I don't believe I'm not gonna go over every single little significance of the panel, but rather I just want to give you guys my overall thoughts of the 10 chapters. The friend group was more fleshed out than I thought, and I would say the kid who kept believing in the stupid stuff. I like, actually no, before we even get into him, I was kind of butchering the names a little bit, but they finally went to the factory. I didn't think they were actually going to, and I like how 𝐈𝐿 went with them. You know, I like how she went with them. It's an 𝐈𝐿 thing to do. I've said it, I've commented on it before, but I love her. I love the gap in between her teeth. It's really cute. It's adorable. But man, you know, and this test of courage, right? I didn't think we were gonna get it this early. I thought it was gonna be like an overspanning arc maybe, but it was an arc. It was just a mini arc, you know. I thought it was gonna be like a larger arc, and I mean it still was. It was almost 10 chapters, and judging by the length of these chapters, this again, I assumed that this was a weekly serialization when it came out. It might have been monthly. I'm not entirely sure, but one of the main friends that I wanted to bring up was the guy here. I'll flip my screen around here just so I can show you guys all the kids here. So with the kid here, the one with the hat, it's interesting because we got a little bit of his backstory upon his parents owning the shop that they owned, his family situation, and how they treat him, and how that was transferred over to the factory, and why he didn't care, and why he lashed out on the kids. Then you have the stupid kid who believes in the poop god, and this is such a very diverse and interesting group. He's more of like the understanding one. He's more of like the smart one, you know. And then we have Punpun, the gullible one, and then 𝐈𝐿. I'd probably say she's the smartest one. Maybe she might be the smartest one, the most cunning one, right? But it's like your typical very diverse friend group, and I feel like out of all the kids here, I would say the guy with the glasses and the black hair, the smart looking guy who got the Exorcist, he's probably like my favorite of the kids. His personality is always really funny, and he seems very relatable to how kind of I was as a kid. When I look at all these kids, they remind me of how I used to be, sort of. They're like an amalgamation, but really, I like them because they're so distinct and they're so unique to how the manga is showing them off to be, you know. Them trotting around and adventuring, and sort of, again, it feels like a giant callback to what I went through as a kid. I like how majority of the beginning of them entering the factory and seeing this mysterious character, that being a schoolgirl who was abused by her dad, who just calls it her home base or her place where she stays sometimes. The entire time we were getting Punpun's mindset, and he just had to pee the whole time. He just had to pee. I thought he was gonna pee himself. I think he maybe did. I think he did. I think he did. yeah, I think he did before he knocked out. And I'm trying to figure out, maybe the place blew up due to the killer guy who was arrested. Like, I think that was probably why. But and one thing I want to cover too, because I'm just hip hopping between points. I think the main thing that I want to talk about is 𝐈𝐿's comment to Punpun about, if you don't come to Kagoshima, I believe, then I will kill you. Punpun literally thinks in the murder sense, right? But I think it's obvious that it's in the sense of, I'll never forgive you, or I'll never No, actually that's just it. I'll just never forgive you. And I would say their sort of relationship is very it's just different, if that makes any sense. It's hard for me to really formulate this into words, but it's like I'm always rooting for them, and I always it's hard for me to point the words, guys. I'll find the right wording. I'll find the right wording maybe by the end of this conversation. Going back to them in the factory, to him kind of slyly pushing onto the group that, hey guys, I'll be moving soon, but hey, I have some cones, eat them. They're expired. And they keep exploring, and then this is when we get the flashback of the child with the hat, you know. And again, all of these kids seem very kind of broken in a way. I think there's maybe about one of the two kids that we haven't seen yet, you know, I believe the poop god kid and 𝐚𝐤𝐞. I mean, we've seen a glimpse of 𝐚𝐤𝐞's mom, but not really her whole backstory. And then you know, obviously we got Punpun, so I'm gonna put him over here. So maybe we can put, actually I don't know, we're not going to, because we haven't really got the full extent of 𝐚𝐤𝐞's. The kid who said he was moving, the one with the black hair and the glasses, we didn't really get his backstory either, but it seems like we're slowly but surely getting the backstory of each and every character. The friend group just seems it just seems real. Like it almost seems like these kids are inspired by real people. Like it genuinely just feels very, very real. Like it's too surreal almost. And it's like, as we're following the story, it almost feels like you're there in the moment. Like it feels like you're with these kids, like you're going through this journey with them. Like I would say the immersion was at like an all-time high for me. I was very, very immersed within the video, or within the set of chapters. I'm gonna switch my camera around. I know I said I wouldn't do this a lot because I didn't really want to show off too much of the panels, even though that was majority of the video. It was sort of like the beginning of, what is this, chapter 15. So it's like we're getting his perspective here, him going into this dark and mysterious place. Then we see the mysterious man, him holding 𝐚𝐤𝐞 here, and you know, the kid who felt bad for lashing out on the entire group, and then the dumb kid comes back, and then everything blows up. Like there's so much stuff happening, and it's at like a constant. And the mysterious person said, "I am." So I wonder, that's definitely significant for something. It's definitely significance. This might be a wild theory, but like, what if it's like him? Because it just said "I am," you know. I don't know. I don't really have I have no substantiate evidence for that theory whatsoever. The very next story, something I wanted to sort of talk about, or next chapter, chapter 16. Punpun found himself slowly traversing into his memories, scattered here and there, that made up his very short life. And it's like we got to see his mind dream sequence fully. We got to see a little bit of it in my first video, but it seems like within his dream sequence, it's like this giant water landscape, and then we have these pillars here, multiple pillars floating on a bed with planes. So multiple memories, and most of them are with 𝐚𝐤𝐞. You know, it's cute. Most of it with 𝐚𝐤𝐞. Some of it with parents. Some more darker and suppressed memories than others. Context for some of the memories. The fact that the mother was going to probably end her life with Punpun. You know, like, very serious stuff. Like it's the core memory of Punpun wandering too far off, and the uncle covering for him and telling him about how he should, dear God, twinkle, twinkle, hoy, to pray to God. And God strangely had a serious look on his face as he spoke to Punpun. You know what I think, Punpun? That loneliness is a part of living as human beings that you can never get rid of. If no matter how much people seek or hurt each other, they can never find full understanding of one another, then what are they supposed to believe in, you know? Well, that's all, Punpun. Hope you stop by again sometime. So all of those memories, whether that a keyboard, a teddy bear, like this egg looking thing, a little random girl, Punpun leaving the dreamscape, a baseball player, I think, and God. So we'll probably return back to that place for whenever something happens. His last memory was his family, saying that, you know, they moved into a new house and let's build a happy family with just the three of us together, and obviously that didn't happen. I'm being very casual about it, guys, but that chapter really broke me. Like, I was really shrugging it off. But yeah, that panel hurt. That panel really hurt me. And obviously the biggest moment that I want to get to that I'm not afraid of showing you guys again is this part right here, where it's almost like, I mean, we got another creepy face panel here of the Exorcist, but when she gets carried off the back, Punpun is holding her hand. We get one last moment with the group, one last positive moment, and then this, right? The best panel within the video. I mean, it's just, I won't linger on this panel too much, but this is peak Punpun right here, man. That panel, like, it didn't break me, but it's sort of like it hit me. It was kind of like a in the chest, you know what I mean? Like a punch to the chest, you know. And then chapter 18 and beyond, we start to understand more about the mother, her mindset, her being the type of person she is, and the kid moving away. I'm kind of sad that Punpun didn't really get to... That was a very frustrating chapter or two. Punpun didn't get to see the one person that made him feel happy, all because of his own mother's mistakes. All because she wanted to do something like that to herself. So he wasn't able to fulfill his promise to 𝐚𝐼𝐾 there. He wasn't able to. And now because of that, they're starting off the new semester not on good terms now, you know. And do I fully blame the mother? I don't even know, you know. And those two sequences of 𝐚𝐼𝐾, beautiful panels. I have to show these. This one going into this one, and then her just running away. That, I know Punpun's heart was just, I wish I had a piece of paper just destroyed there, man. He wanted the whole world to simply just blow up in that moment. That's how he felt. That last 20th chapter really, that punched the crap out of my soul, dude. Like, even when the girl introduced herself, the 𝐚𝐼𝐾 box covered it because that's all he could think about. He wasn't even paying attention. And he said, just kill me, please, just end my life, just do what you have to do. And with Punpun following her, he's crying, you know. And he said, I'm sorry. And I thought we were gonna end on a positive note, man. I was gonna try to end, you know, after that fireworks sequence, but I was like, no, I'm gonna hit 10 chapters. I regret doing that now. We didn't get to end on a positive note. Punpun is very special to me in terms of the series that I cover on this channel, the multitude of series that I do on this channel, because again, something I put out on my Instagram story. Follow me on Instagram, by the way. Random plug. I say that because that's where if you guys want to see personal sides of me, but also mainly because I post my YouTube promotion stories on there for whenever a video is about to drop. So if you know a video is going to drop and you don't see it scheduled, you'll see it on my Instagram story. So, but I'm gonna pull up a promotion post here. I'm not gonna like show it, but instead I will actually wait, could I? Oh, okay. Well guys, I have my screen pulled up here. This is my Instagram. I know it's random, but anyways, I just wanted to show this here because this is the types of stories that I make for my for my promotional post. But I bring this up because this is specifically why when I made my first Punpun video 10 weeks ago, as you can see in the corner here, introducing Goodnight Punpun, probably some of the more deeper mangas I'll be covering on the channel. This series will be dark from what I've heard, but over the years, so following this journey with that in mind. I've done some action-packed, in-depth monotone adventures, but now I'll be delving deep into my favorite genre, that being the psychological dark. And I'm not lying about that. It's genuinely one of my favorite genres. Let me flip my screen back around. I just don't really cover it for the channel. I more or less read it on my own, you know. It's mangas like these, right? it's mangas like these, right? Chainsaw Man, obviously. I have more copies down there, you know, and I wouldn't say it's like my favorite genre, but it's definitely up there with like my favorites. It's definitely up there. I would say, you know what? I can go get it out of my bag. Actually, well, nah, I won't. Instead, by the way, I'm gonna hold, before I hold this up, spoilers for Attack on Titan. So if you don't want to see this is a Attack on Titan volume cover. So feel free to just cover the screen, look away. But anyways, if you're looking away now, then yeah, this is my Chainsaw Man one, and then obviously my Attack on Titan. This is volume 33. I wanted to get more, but I wasn't able to. But yeah, it's like series like these I really mess with because they're not afraid to do anything to convey a certain message or theme or narrative. They're not afraid to. They're not afraid to destroy somebody's life, all for the sake of the narrative. They're, you know, sacrificing characters or main characters for the sake of a narrative. I think Punpun obviously is going to dive super deep into that and like really, really hit a certain chord in me where it's like by the end of this series, I might be broken. But hey, it'll be one really, really damn good story. I got a couple recommendations of people reading some community posts. 20th Century The Boys. Guys, look, I'm cultured. I know it all. I'm thinking about it. I actually might. You know, I started another series before this video, so it should already be out, already cooked. Y'all should have already checked that out. But yeah, I'm thinking about it because I want to be very careful with how I make these videos again because of copyright reasons. So I want to make sure I make it good and original and fun for you guys. That's why I always make these discussions long and really engaging, so we can actually have like a good conversation about the stuff that we read. This isn't me just mindlessly reading and ending the video. I want to provide more than that for you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys already know that anyways. But and then yeah, you know, your boy got the volume 1. Come on now, your boy got the volume 1. But anyways, that's enough of that. Theories, ideas, and thoughts for the future. Before I, you know, wanted to make this discussion short but still very long. I'm excited to see what type of relationship, really the art as well, but I'm really excited to see what type of, well, excited. I'm worried. I'm really curious to see how Punpun is going to be and what type of person 𝐼𝐸 will be as well. Will this story, not even just the ending, it's not, I mean that's a part of it, right, but will this story as a whole do things out of the norm, which I'm pretty sure it will, for the sake of the narrative? What type of risks and what type of themes will this manga show me, right? I don't know if I've ever told you guys, I wanted to buy it, but it's so hard to like buy it. But some of my favorite mangas, if not my favorite manga of all time, is Vagabond. Vagabond is my favorite manga of all time. I've gotten many comments of people asking me if I've read Berserk and Vinland and have I watched all of it. Yes. If I didn't, I would have been covered it for the channel. I'm being very serious, guys. I never even really wanted to be a manga guy anyways to begin with for YouTube, but it was more easier to pivot into, and it was really enjoyable because of the amount of people that really wanted me to read Steel Ball after Stone Ocean. I wonder if you guys are still here after all those, I don't want to say years, but it's been like a year or two. I remember you guys were spamming me like, that was the first time I got any type of notoriety ever. I wasn't used to it at all. And people just came out of the woodworks. Read Steel Ball. I was like, I'll just wait for the anime. They're like, no, read it. So I eventually read it and 𝐡𝐸𝐞, and I didn't look back since. And I've been doing manga for you guys, and I've been enjoying it ever since. So, theories, I mean, maybe they won't end up together. That's my biggest theory, is that they won't. I have no evidence. I wasn't spoiled on anything. I don't know. I know literally nothing about this. I've obviously seen like some panels in the future. I vaguely remember like some pictures, but I don't know any context. I don't know anything. I don't know the ending. I'd rather keep it that way too, even for people reading with me. So don't, keep it spoiler free, guys. You guys should already know. And the Discord's coming up soon, so leave a like, subscribe, turn on those notifications so I do his videos by your guy, by your boy. Dislike if you didn't like the video. I've already said that. I have a members. It's a different type of way to support my channel. I really would appreciate it. And you guys have been genuinely supporting my videos for a long time through likes and even through viewership in general, and I appreciate it. I'm still not used to it, guys. Alright? I'm not used to attention, man. So frankly, sometimes I feel like I don't even deserve it. So, but I will always appreciate you guys for showing it regardless. I wouldn't be as far as I am if it wasn't for you guys. So it cuts deep with me, you know what I'm saying? Or it stays with me. It cuts deep, stays with me. Theories, I mean, again, what type of people will the kids be, you know? Will we get to see them again, right? This isn't permanently goodbye. You know, will Punpun and her, like, I don't know. It's hard for me to even formulate thoughts right now. I know that when this video's out, chopped, done, y'all, we're watching right now, premiere, or just comment section. I'm gonna be watching with y'all and being like, damn, I should have said that. You know, I'm always like that, guys. But yeah, that's it. I'm done, guys. I'll see you guys next time. You guys won't have to wait 2 months, hopefully. All right, next part's gonna be less than 2 months. All right. So yeah, don't worry about it. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, good things will come. Even if it's short, I'm okay with that. All time. And I'll see you guys next time with some good night, Punpun. And I'm out.